What can parents do to overcome teenagers' lame excuses? Let's jump right in with 4 practical strategies that you can employ right away to get the responsibility back on their shoulders. First up, keep your own cool. Obviously, this is important in any aspect of parenting with any age child. It's particularly important with teenagers because of some of the control dynamics that come up when kids hit those teenage years. They want to feel in control. And that's okay, that's healthy, that's something we want to encourage. The problem is we don't want them to feel artificially or falsely empowered. We want them to take appropriate responsibility for things that they should be responsible for. Your feelings is not one of those things. If they feel responsibility for your feelings, that's too much of a burden for a teenager. So we have to detach from the outcomes a little bit. Work on ourselves so that we don't get tipped over when our teenager gives us a lame excuse about something. Keep your cool. Here's the second tip, and this has to do with some things to avoid. We don't want to slam them. They get that enough, even in their own mind. Of all the people that I've worked with through my career, teenagers probably are the most likely to jump to self-hatred, beating themselves up over things that they didn't do well enough. And some of this comes from the messages that we give them. We don't want to slam them. No lectures, no accusations, no blaming, no sarcasm, no meanness. The short version, be nice. Treat them the way that you would want to be treated. Teenagers are in an interesting position because they're not quite adults, but they're not exactly children either. So as they negotiate this very turbulent time of life, they need to have parents and adults in their life who are compassionate and understanding and nice. You can be firm and still be nice. In fact, that's an important balance to strike so that you can set and enforce appropriate limits. But you're also seen as a provider of good times and good things. Those two things together will put you in a position of authority as a parent and help you to gain the respect of your teenager. Hey, real quick before I share the other 2 with you, it's not easy to parent teens. If you want more support with videos like this, click on that subscribe button right now and click that notification bell. That way you get a notification. Getting back to the topic of this video, what do you do about lame excuses? I'm going to suggest something that might rub you the wrong way just a little bit, and that is to listen. Listen with compassion and empathy. There's probably some reason why they're creating the story that they are. And it's not your job to get that all corrected for them right up front. Simply listen. Listen to understand. Stephen Covey used to teach this in his leadership seminars. That's the first goal of communication, to listen, to understand. Now there's 2 components to that. Listen has the same letters as the word silent. That's a clue. Zip it. Listen. Be quiet. And see if you can truly understand. Remember, that's the other part. Listen to understand. You're not listening so that you can gather data to argue against whatever they're sharing with you. You're not listening to be quiet while you're awaiting your turn to talk. No, you're listening to understand. See if you can really hone in on what they're trying to say. And you can use reflective listening. Reflection is kind of like a mirror, right? You're shining back to them what it is that you're getting. So you'll say things like, okay, so you're saying, and then you give it back to them in the way that you heard it. This is a powerful communication skill that will help you to deal with some of the lame excuses that you're getting. And then we'll move into the next step. After putting yourself in a position to understand where they're coming from, do not rescue them from whatever consequences come as a result of whatever their choice was. Usually if they're coming up with some kind of lame excuse, it's because they neglected some responsibility they had, they didn't get the assignment turned in, they didn't do the chore, whatever it is. and they're coming up with a story about that, that's what we're calling a lame excuse, right? Don't bail them out from the consequences of that, but use empathy. Empathy is where you understand and you care about how someone else feels. So we've talked about the understanding as you listen to understand. Now let's go to the caring part. Caring and empathy will help you to have a more powerful position as a parent. And it will allow you to align with them without bailing them out. So here's a phrase that you can use, and this is based on the empathy, but also your understanding of what they've said. Without taking over the problem yourself, you turn it back to them. You put that responsibility squarely back on their shoulders for whatever it is they're giving you the excuse about. And instead of solving it, you say something like, wow, so what are you going to do about that? Or, so what's next for you in this area, whatever it is? Can you see how that question is going to help your teenager stay in a responsible position for whatever they're giving their excuses about? You're not taking it over. You're not bailing them out. But you're being there in a supportive way saying, okay, what are you going to do next? And do it with true empathy. Don't put the twist on it, well, so what are you going to do about this? Okay, that's accusatory. Don't go there. Be empathic. So what are you going to do, buddy? Okay? Join with them, feel with them, and don't bail them out. Parenting, and especially parenting teenagers, is not for the weak of heart. Have you noticed? But you're not doing this alone. The next video for you is 5 things that every parent of a teenager should know. Click on that video next. You're going to like it.